Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the mobile app coaching. My name is Glenn, senior stock market strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. Big day today. A lot of stuff going on. Tik-Tok ban is upheld. So TikTok will officially be banned on Sunday. The president takes office on Monday, and we'll see. Bill says, "Hi, Glenn. Go Bitcoin." I'm in it. If you can hear me loud and clear in the chat, by all means, respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation, to let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. I am in some Bitcoin. Believe you me, I am in iBit. And in another portfolio, I'm in iBit and Coin. So, scratchy audio. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Let me take it out. I just reset my mic. I took it out, took it back in. Tell me if it sounds better now. It should sound better. Joey, did you hear it in your ears? It says better. All right. So I don't know. Why do we have to do that every time? It's weird. All right. So the alert just hit. Yes, Harry, we are live. Now I only hear Joey. You shouldn't hear Joey. Unless he's coming through my speakers. All right. Hey, Glenn, you've got some mic static. All right. So hopefully the mic is all better now. That's good. All right. With that being said, that's the big news right now is about the TikTok ban. And I was talking to my good friend Todd Schaefer, who sits right across the office from me. And I said, can the president do that? Can he take out that with executive order? And I don't know. I don't think that Elon gets to buy TikTok. I think the buyer of TikTok most likely will be Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful. That's who I think is going to end up buying it if China decides to sell it. Now, there's the other side of it. China may just say, screw all y'all. We got all the information we need, and we're not selling it. And I don't think if that's the case, then why do you need an executive order to keep it open if China is saying, we ain't going to sell it? That would suck for them. I mean, all that money they would be losing, it's not like they need it. Be interesting. Flood has a question. Flood, what is your question? Wonderful in his own mind. I got nothing bad to say about Kevin O'Leary. I think he's a good businessman. I think so. Good morning, Alfreda. Flood said you had a question. What's your question, Flood? All right, so, and as you can see, the market's moving. Up at the top, the Dow is up 1%. The NASDAQ is up 1.5%. The SPX is up 1 1/10. The VectorVest Composite is the only index that's not up at least not up at least 1%. Corporate spending update. Oh, that's right. We just came back from Tampa. Did you spend any money on your company card, Joey? Dang, I gotta do it. You did? I gotta do an expense report. All right. Looking down below on the mobile app, the confirmed call and DEW, both more prudent to conservative market timing calls, are still down. The green light buyer is up because that's from yesterday. Primary wave is up, which means the market is moving higher on a week-over-week basis. Are you doing your show on Monday? Yeah, the market's not closed on. Oh, holy crap. Is the market closed on Monday? Let me look in my almanac. Is the market closed on Monday? It doesn't tell. Oh, Monday the 13th, Monday the 20th. Oh, did you know that, Joey? The market's closed on Monday. The answer to your question is, I am not going to do my show on Monday. Yeah, I'm not going to. The market's going to be closed. So we probably don't have Jockey Club, and it looks like we do not have midday market update on Monday with a closed market. So that's just where it is. All right. So great question. And we'll see. Flood says, why does the stock prices in here is different than in Robinhood? I don't know. The prices that I have here are live. Does anybody else have that issue? Glenn gets a lie in on Monday. I do. Does anybody else have that same question about the difference in the prices? I know we have VectorVest real-time data. Badger says, I thought you were in front row at the inauguration. President don't know me. I don't know if he wants to know me. He'd be like, I don't know what he would say. That Glenn is a bad guy, but I love him. I love him. You know, that would be my Trump impersonation. He's a bad hombre. Pricing was off when FTI turned down. Interesting. Give me a stock. Oh, let's go look at a stock. AAPL. Let's go look at a stock real quick. Real live price I have is 229.74, 75, 76. Anybody's price differing from that? My mobile VV app is delayed. See, that's a different, Robert. I have real time. As you can see, I got real time data. 229.85, 86. Anybody else tell me that my price is different than you looking at it real time along with me? 229.89, 90, 91, 92. All right, anybody else? I think that we are about as real as we can get as far as real term. Now, Robert, there is a version of the mobile app that is 15-minute delayed. I'm not on that. I'm on the premium, which gives me real-time data. All right? Nobody has said anything different. All right, as they're looking at my screen right now and probably comparing that to their real-time. Freddie says your price is good. All right, so if you're thinking that my price is different than what you have, you may have a different version of the mobile app. All right, you may have a different version of the mobile app. I don't know I know premium is real time. Premium is real time. All right, so I just wanted to take a look at that real quick because I want to make sure that we're doing the right thing. All right, people are falling off already. Sigh, because nobody cares. Okay? A lot of people don't care about TikTok. Well, nonetheless, let's talk about what's moving. So for those of you who stayed with me through this time already, early, let's see what's moving. Looking at the market, out of all of the over 9,000 stocks we have, 62% of the database is going up, where 27% of the database is going down. Definitely tells me that today is a good day to buy. But if I look at the color guard on the mobile app is primarily yellow. So I'm going to cautiously buy. Today is a day that the market is giving me an opportunity to buy. All the major indices are up. It's a great thing. Marty says TradeStation is the same. Hindenburg Research announced on Wednesday they shut down. I talked about that yesterday. Trending Thursday. So then Hindenburg is going to shut down. But then I think somebody's going to rise up and take its place, and that's called Muddy Waters. Lee, I did that in my live stream yesterday. And Muddy Waters is what affected the FTAI aviation pushback, because they put out about some bad stuff about their accounting. So Muddy Waters may rise up and take its place. And from what I understand, Muddy Waters has been around a long time. I just never heard of it because I think Hindenburg led the way. Muddy Waters sounds like a blues singer because Muddy Waters is. Is it dangerous to buy stocks ahead of a market holiday, a hostage for a fortune? Listen, I'm going to tell you that based upon what I see right now in the color guard, cautious. I just make sure I'd have stops in place no matter what. Likes low quality people. I don't know. A lot of people are leaving already. I don't know what it is. Maybe nobody's interested in what I got to say today. That's all right. If you stay, I'm going to make it well worth your time. All right. So let's go look at the VVC, what it's doing. Nice jump. Finally broke through this level of resistance. I've been talking about that. That's a positive sign that the market is showing legs to the upside. Finally. Coming off of this level of support, looking at the MTI, looking at the buy to sell ratio, never quite hit the points that we needed, but close enough that we're finally breaking out of this consolidation that you see right here, breaking through resistance. I now need to see on Monday, do we have consolidation, if we have confirmation, or will we come back and test this now as a level of support? Have no fear, Glenn, I am here. Hi, Keith. I'm glad you're here. 15 days ago, yellow color guard because of red. I'm not sure what you're saying, Rod. Got to help me out. They are leaving early for a long weekend. Kiwi says, is it too late to get in the hood? I own hood. Let's go take a look. HOOD. I own hood. Look at that. I don't think so. Bottom left, top right. It is overvalued. Fundamentally, RV above 1, RS below 1 tells me that this is more of an aggressive play. I do like the rise. And look at that. Trading today At sessions high, up 5.25. Do I say it's too late? I don't think that it's too late. Put this on a 1-year graph. Where are we on a 1-year graph? We're at a 1-year high. So now you're in uncharted territory with an all-time new high over the last year. The answer to that question is, let's see, it hit a new high right here. What did the stock do? It fell back. Hit a high right here. What did it do? Fall back a little bit. I would say be careful, because it seems this historically, every time it hits a new high, it does pull back before it rises once again. I'm not going to be afraid to tell you, don't be afraid to take half off the table. I'm going to give you a stop right there at that level of resistance, support. If it breaks through that level, there's a solid level of support. If it breaks, it was a solid level of resistance. If it breaks down through as a level of support, I'd probably say I would take it off the table, because every time it hits to an all-time new high, it tends to pull back. So Kiwi, that's the way I'm going to answer that. VVC is nice. How do we find stocks that are doing that? VVC is nice. What do you mean, Horace? Is the crypto right time to buy? If you're talking to Ryan, the answer to that question is yes. I'm going to go look at iBit. You know something? I got a prior high right there. That's my last swing high. You can see that it had been consolidating between there and there and there and there. I like the 3 and the 8 and the 20. I like the positive on the MTI. I think that with all of the eyeballs that's on crypto right now, that it has an opportunity to keep moving higher. I can't deny it. As much as I may not like it, I can't deny it. I can't deny it. So Mukesh, looking at this on a 3-month graph, put this on a 3-month graph, broke through a level of resistance today, trading at session highs. I'd like to see it break above that level of resistance, but the stock overall break out from a level of resistance, open candle, very little wick at the top. I like the play. I'd look at 12 cents higher than the high. And MACD just went positive. What kind of trailing stop for NVIDIA? Ooh, NVIDIA, as much as I think it's going to be a big play for the year, I'm not feeling it right now. NVIDIA is a tough play. Consolidation, the 3 and the 8 are about to cross. It is above the 20. MACD is negative. I'm not a big fan. I do own, I'm not going to lie, I do own NVDL. I'm a little bit more aggressive on it, only because I think NVIDIA is NVIDIA. That's the only reason why. But if I'm going to trade the chart says I probably shouldn't be in it right now. But again, I am playing NVDL a little bit more aggressively. And I like that it broke through this level of resistance today. We'll see. It's got another level of resistance right there, but MACD is negative. MACD is negative. ANET, Arista. Beautiful looking equity curve. Bottom left, top right, up about 2% today. Big wick at the bottom showing me some buying pressure. MACD just went positive. The 3, the 8, and the 20 are all in place, and we broke through a level of resistance 3 days ago. I do like ANET. VV Composite Index. You want to find stocks like the VVC is what you're asking me, Horace? You know something? Why do that when I can look at the top VST stocks? How about that? Hi, Glenn. I got into IOND today. It's in a channel, but we'll see. INOD. Let's peep that out real quick. 3-month graph. It's got to break out of that channel. Got to break out of that channel, Troy. And then I got another leg of resistance. That's a beautiful leg of resistance where I'm going to get new headwinds. What I don't like about it from a technical standpoint, I do not like that MACD is negative, number 1. Number 2, I do not like that the 3 is not above the 8. Number 3, I do not like that it's not above the 12. The 12 in this instance does show me some semblance of a trend, and it ain't there. So you jumped early, you know something, bouncing off support, moving higher, right at a level of resistance. I think that's an early move, but we'll see. I think it's an early move, but we'll see. UTI. Let's go look at UTI. I like the move. You know what I like? I like that. See right there? That that gap never got filled. It went up, got into some consolidation. Today, it's breaking through that level of resistance. MACD is still negative. The 3 and the 8 and the 20 are all in play. Early move, all right, it's above that level of resistance, Badger, but I'd really need some confirmation before I'm feeling warm and fuzzy about it, Badger. Now, interesting, Troy says Palantir is starting to come back. I was going to do a video tonight on Palantir, but I want you all to write this down. Is everybody listening? Write this down. TTCNYH. TTCNYH. And I want you to use that as a hashtag. Hashtag trade the chart, not your heart. I want that to go viral. Hashtag TTCNYH. Everybody wrote that down? Just type a yes if you wrote that down. And there you go. There you go, Badger. I want to make that a hashtag, and I want it to go viral. Trade the chart, not your heart. And that's what I had to start to think about when it came down to Palantir. Could you have a look at my question about Uber, Barton? Hold on. All right. I want that to go viral. There you go, Mukesh. Thank you. Hashtag TTCNYH. Trade the chart, not your heart. So when it comes to Palantir, I'm still thinking about doing some semblance of a video on it. Joey and I looked at the concept of putting this video together. I got to think a little harder on it. Why waste my time on hashtags? Then don't, Lou. I'm watching all the other people that say yes. If you don't want to, then don't. Wise Old Ryan says Palantir's valuation has just been flat. And, you know, if I go add, I wonder if add show value. Put that on. There we go. Where's the value? Value is way down at the bottom, and it is flat. Value is way down at the bottom, and it is flat. Thank you, Freddie. Told you Intel is the comeback stock. No, it ain't Intel. I think AMD is going to be the comeback stock. Let me go look at Uber real quick. EUBER. I'm not ready for Uber. I'm not ready for Uber. Right stop. Look at the last 2 days. Stopped right at that level of resistance. I do like coming off of this level of support. Trend line moving up. It's having a hard time getting past that level of resistance. I do like that MACD is positive, but man, let's go check one other thing. Let's check the news. What do I think? I'm not feeling Uber yet. Down 0.5%. On the hunt for magnificent earnings, Severing, check these 7 stocks. Here's why Uber is a strong momentum stock. That's Zacks. Uber slid on autonomous vehicle fears as a buy. All right, so I'm going to click on done. This is one of my chances right here where I'm going to trade the chart, not my heart. I need it to get above that level of resistance. Now, also notice it's got 1, 2, 3 more instances with resistance. The 3, the 8, and the 12, the 3, the 8, and the 20 are all in play. That's positive. MACD all in play. That's positive. It needs to show me something. I need to break above that level of resistance, and then I got another level right there, close. Come on, son of a gun. Right there. Right there and right there. That concerns me when it comes to Uber. All right, you want to talk about Intel. Intel being the comeback stock. Come back from what? Look at that. Come back from what? Yeah. Where coming back from? Look at the falling earnings. This is a 1-year graph. Look at the falling stock. Let's put this on a 3-month graph. Fundamentally, RVRS both below 1. It's not in an uptrend. It is fully valued. Coming back from what? That's a big jump today, and it really couldn't sustain it. Got a little bit of a doji right at this level of resistance. I don't know what that's coming back for. Who made you bad? Nobody made me mad. Someone says Intel is the comeback stock. Coming back from what? I don't feel it yet. I do see the breakthrough of resistance right here. Stops right at this resistance level right here. I still see consolidation until I can get some follow through Monday with today's move. I don't know where. Look at that. The playoffs. The playoffs. The comeback. The comeback. That's the way I look at it right there. The comeback. The comeback. Not yet. All right, so I don't see it yet. I do see the positive on the MACD, but we're still in a level of consolidation until I can get some follow-up from today's candle. And today's candle is showing me a little bit of move. I got a doji going on. Which indicator do you personally tend to start buying on? The primary way? Depends on how much I like the stock. A Palantir, I'll get on the primary wave. When I'm looking more now, and tonight's video is going to be about quantum stocks, I'm opening up a new portfolio you're going to want to see called undervalued quantum stocks. You want to see what's on that list. That's going to be tonight's video. The 6 p.m. video is, are quantum stocks still worth the investment? Now, I'm curious to know, how many of you are still holding quantum stocks? Type of 1. Glenn, are you following oil stocks? You didn't like my idea a week ago. They're all up 50 to 10%. I'm still not a fan. Again, give me an oil stock, Akshaya. Give me one. Cool on the quantum video. A lot of you still holding. Everybody who's still holding quantum stocks, you got to watch tonight's video. You've got to. I'm going to hold a candid conversation about quantum. Now, guess what? I love the space. But I don't know if anybody out there on YouTube is having this heart-to-heart conversation with you on quantum stocks and what to do. Cut RGT to half position, RGTI. I like RGTI, but you got to watch tonight's video, Thomas, as I tell you what I think about RGTI. What about gold? I need to be on my other, hold on, CVX. CVX is moving. What I don't like about CVX, though, is the fall in earnings per share. You see that? Look at that. That, you know me, Akshaya, unless I'm really aggressive on the stock, I'm not being aggressive on that. And look at the 1-year graph. That stock is not trending higher. That stock is all over the place. What is that? Schlumberger. That's a jump. Only thing I like about it is if I could draw a trend line, it broke above. But look at all these levels of resistance it has to get through. Let's go look at the stock news. Up 7% today. Solid earnings results amid market dynamic. They hiked the 2025 share repurchase program. AI is the X factor for oil fields. This I sort of kind of like. The 3, the 8, and the 20 are all in place. It's undervalued, but look at that, Akshaya. Undervalued, what's value doing? It's undervalued, what's value doing? I'm just putting that out there. What's value doing? I just sold all of my quantum. I own one quantum, and that's IONQ. And if you watch tonight's video, I'll show you why I still own IONQ. All right, I don't want to look at DJT. How do I have DJT slash? What's it doing? It's moving up. I'm still not a big fan of it. I got a level of resistance right up here. And even with him being inaugurated, look at the slow move of it. I don't know. I don't know. But the 3, the 8, and the 20 are all in play. The 3, the 8, and the 20 are all in play. TSLL. I got rid of Tesla. TSLL. Breakthrough resistance today. Look at that. Broke through resistance. No wick at the top. I do like that it takes all the way up to here before it's got another level of resistance. I do like that. The 3, the 8, and the 20 are all in play. I'd like to see MACD go positive. I'd like to see MACD go positive. It hasn't yet. But if I look on the 3-month graph, bottom left, top right, not quite top right. After the pullback, found a level of support. That was a good level of support. Bounced off, broke through this level of resistance. No wick. You know, right now I wouldn't be mad if you got into it. Freddie, look at that. There it is. Trade the chart, not your heart. Hashtag TTCNYH. Tesla pullback is over and it's starting to rise again. I'm looking at that. I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. And that's TSLL. That is the leverage. Inauguration day, it will hit trust. We'll see. We'll see when it comes down to DJT. I'm going to sell out of Tesla before earnings. All right. Good idea. That's what I did, says Alfredo. Yeah, I still own INOQ. GF, what is it? OpFi? OpFi. Oof, look at that. That's a nice move. Little consolidation for the last 3 days. But today's high hit a new 3-month high. Love the MACD. It's not a bad play. Broke through resistance and hasn't looked back. Look at that. Broke through resistance and hasn't looked back. OpFi, not a bad play. Let's go put this on a 1-year graph, though. It is undervalued. Relative value above 1, relative safety below 1. More of an aggressive play, but look at that equity curve. Ooh-wee. Look at that equity curve. That's not a bad play. What was it? GFAI? GFAI. That's not pretty. But that moved with a lot of the other quantum stocks. But that's not pretty. Remember, trade the chart, not your heart. The chart tells me MACD just went negative yesterday and more negative today. The 3 is not above the 8. It is above the 20. Man, broke through resistance here. Now testing as a level of support and leveling out. I'm not feeling that. There you go, Martin. TTCNYH. Trust the chart, not your heart. Trust the chart. Good idea. That's what I did. SMR. I do like nuclear. It was tough. That's the wrong stock. Who put that stock in there? Joey. SMR. All right. 3-month graph. Consolidating. I do like that MACD went positive, but I got a lot of levels of resistance here, here, here. This stock's got some work to do. Now, the last time, look at that. The last time MACD went positive back here, didn't last very long, did it? I don't know if the stock is just wanting to sit in consolidation mood or not. Hi, Kathleen. All right. Let's go look at MET. M-E-T. M-E-T. MetLife. Insurance companies. You know, insurance companies are going to get a bad name if they keep screwing over the people in California. A lot of support and resistance lines here. I do like that Met is undervalued. I like that it's moving up, getting to a level of resistance right here. Once it breaks above that Lee, I'd be more on board with it. I like the MACD is positive. It's gone up for 4 or 5 days in a row. Not a lot of big move. Let me zoom in here. It's not going up by leaps and bounds like Superman, but it is going up. It is going up. I'd like to see it break out. I'd like to see it break out of that level of resistance before I take it. Rolls-Royce, R-Y-C-E-Y. Holy smokettes. A lot of levels of support and resistance all over the place is spaghetti. All right. Kathleen, Rolls-Royce sitting in a lot of consolidation. Holy smokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels of support and resistance. Right now, today, it stopped right at that level of resistance. Look at the smallness of the bar. The 3 is about to cross above the 8, but even if that happens, the stock's got a lot of trouble to get past. I don't like that the MACD is negative, so I don't have a lot. And look at the, it's overvalued, but look at the value. Value is falling. That's not purdy. That is so not purdy. All right? So be careful with that. If it falls below this level of support, you probably want to get out of it or consider getting out of it. Note. Fiscal note. Let's go back a year. Where's earnings? Earnings was getting better. It's still better than it was a year ago. Let's go look at the 3-month graph. A lot of stocks are going through a lot of support and resistance right now. A lot of stocks are consolidating. Keith said, I bought back into Palantir. I am in Palantir. I jumped a lot early on it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I jumped a lot early on it. But you know something? I traded the chart. Even though I jumped early, I traded the chart. Y'all got to do that. Rigetti looking a little rough. Rigetti, watch tonight's video, Lazaro, when I talk about quantum stocks. RGTI is officially a trader's stock right now. Officially a trader stock. Glenn, are those plans to bring MPI to the mobile app? I don't know if we can, Andre. I don't know if we can. But, hold on. I can get to the new app from here. I just don't know the website. But that would be cool if I could do that from here. I just don't know the website. It's on my computer. I got to find the web. One of these Fridays, I'm going to do the mobile app from the new setup. We're going to see. So, but to answer your question about the MPI, I don't think that I can do that. And the reason why I bring up the new app from here is because then I can. I'm doing it well with BBAI and Senseonics. Hold on. Let me get Eugene. DEFTF. It's got too many letters in it. DEFTF. Got way too many letters in it. I do like the most recent move. I like that resistance is up here. It's got a lot more room. I like the bounce off support. I like that the 3, the 8, and the 20 are all in play. And I like that MACD just went positive. Eugene, I may like that stock right now. At least up into that level of resistance right here. I like the move. I do like the move. No wick at the top. Up 5, almost 6% today. And undervalued. It may have a lot of letters, but I like the play. What about DFEN? DFEN. Tough play. It's on the rise, though. Ooh, as we get closer and closer to inauguration, this is going to be a good play. I like the bounce off support. I like the breakthrough of resistance. It's got another resistance where it's almost stopped today. I'm going to tell you to get ready for DFEN. I love the big push in MACD. This stock has been a hard play, but it broke through the downtrend. ALSN. Bottom left, top right on a 1-year graph. Gotta love it. It is undervalued. Number 2. Love the earnings per share. Fundamentally sound. 3-month graph. If it breaks through that level of resistance, I'm ready to take that for a ride. Allison Transmission. Oh, that's for the trucks. Love the rise in MACD. If it can break through that level of resistance, this stock's got some good upside, and it's undervalued. All right, and it's undervalued. I'm a trial user. Can we get VWAP in that new? If you get to be a beta tester, Ben, yes. It's in the new application. Go to www.vectorvest.com/beta, Ben. See if you can get on the list to be a beta tester. VWAP we do have. All right, Palantir is Glenn's most favorite stock, but he falls in and out of love. I'm not in love with Palantir. PLTR. Trust the chart. Put this on a... Trust the chart. Look at all that negative MACD. It's getting better, but not there. It's getting... Look at the 3 and the 8. It's about... Oh, the 3 and the 8 cross, but look at the 20. It's not up there yet. Trade the chart, not your heart. I'm addicted to your channel, man. Thank you, Harry. I appreciate that. IONQ is up 22% this week. Again, I own it. IONQ. I own it. All right. And I looked at the chart. I looked at the MPI, which I don't have here. But I did look at the MPI. Bounced off support, broke through resistance. I'm in it. Little selling pressure going on today. Looks like a little gravestone doji. Be careful with it from a trade perspective. Now, notice that I said I jumped into it. MACD didn't confirm the move. A different graphing pattern did. The MPI, again, which I can get on my desktop and not on the mobile. I'm down today 4.5%. I'm okay with that because from the MPI, I'm fine. From the MPI, I'm fine. Palms are sweaty, knees are heavy. I'm about to sell my Rigetti. I like that, Lazaro. Let's go look at Cat first. I'm going to look at Rigetti. Let's go look at Caterpillar. That's a mainstay stock, right? But, you know, look at that. 1 year, a little bit of sideways move. I love the earnings per share. Rising earnings. It is undervalued. Gotta love that. Fundamentally sound. Relative value, relative safety above 1. What's hurting it right now? Relative timing is below 1. All right, let's go put this on a 3-month graph. Again, look at a lot of stocks are consolidating, Roger. A lot of stocks are consolidating. I love the move. I love the MACD, but look at all those levels of resistance it's got to get through, right? LRN. Let's go look at LRN. LRN. Stride. One of the top stocks in the database. Look at that. Bottom left, top right. Way undervalued. Small bars. Let's zoom in a little bit. Small bars. I don't want to zoom it in that much. MACD just went positive a couple of days ago. I like it. I like that stock, and I cannot lie. And love that it's undervalued. Love that it's undervalued. QSI. I'm going to call that a trading stock as well. QSI. Let's go look at trade the chart, not your heart. Look at that. Look at the volatility in that. Look at the volatility in that. That's a trader stock. That is a trader stock. All right. And today is a down day. Look at the MACD. Negative. Let's go look at Calm. Calmaine Foods. Yep, Calmaine. Bottom left, upper right. Where is it? It's overvalued, but look at that graph. Look at the rising earnings. I don't like the falling value. I don't know what that's all about, but it's right at a level of resistance. Look at that, breaking through. I'd like to see if I got confirmation on Monday. But the 3, the 8, and the 20 are all in play. MACD is positive, up almost 2% today. Right at resistance. I would love to see Monday if it's got follow through. All right. Do you still like Senseonics? Senseonics has been moving. Senseonics. Let's go look at it. Been moving since the news back here came out about some results on its 1-year implantable device for tracking glucose. It's moved up since then. Down day to day. You know me, I'm never going to buy a stock on a down day. But I'm thinking, what is it? What if it's just testing this level of support? Nice up day yesterday, a little bit of a pullback today, but MACD is still strong. The 3, the 8, and the 20 are all in play. If you're in it, leave it alone. If I'm not in it, I'm not buying today. But I do like from this level of support, the stock's price movement up, even though it pulled back a little bit, pulled back to another level of support, moved back, it pulled back to another level of support. These support levels are holding it up. These support levels are definitely holding it up. Fits, IESC. They're going to play it the IESC. All right. ISC was a beautiful stock at one time. Let's go put this back on a 1-year graph. Ran. It got into a little trouble with all this support and resistance. Let's go put this back on a 3-month graph. Bounce off support right there. All right, bounce off support, ran through that as resistance, Look at the smallness of the bars. I want to add something else. Can I add volume? I don't want to change anything else that I got. I don't want envelopes. Support and resistance is active. I was thinking about adding volume, but I don't want to. I want to change what I got. I don't like the smallness of the bars, but I want to see if it still has legs to move. Look at today's doji. Not a lot of volume, but not a lot of movement. But I like the MACD. I like breaking through resistance and MACD rising, and it's undervalued. But ISC value is falling. ISC value is falling. Let me go back through the list. Looks like we're not going to do just look at your stocks today. The big news today was. Tik-Tok, HWM. So today I'm just going to look at your stocks because I feel good that way. Wow, HWM, that's killing it. $125 stock. Look at that. It is overvalued. Fundamentally sound. Relative value, relative safety, both above 1. RT above 1. Goodness gracious. Gotta love that. Let's go look at a 3-month graph. Broke through all these levels of resistance coming off this level of support. Love the move. Very little wick at the top. I'd be looking at 12 cents higher than the high to get into it. That's a 3-month graph, 6-month graph, 1-year graph. I like the move of that stock. I like to move it. 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 That's a good looking stock. 12 cents higher than the high. All right, CLS. Let's go look at CLS. CLS. Another good looking stock. Rising earnings, right? Wow. Right there. Yesterday hit a new 3-month high. We're trading right there at it right now. Coming off this level of support. The 3, the 8, and the 20 all in place. MACD's moving. I'd be looking at 12 cents higher than the high on that one too. VRT I like a lot. Only because from the cooling ability for computers, I like that. That is a stock that I like in the AI space in a big way. Rising, bottom left, top right. Put it on a 3-month graph. Rising earnings. What I don't like, though, look at it. It's overvalued and value is falling. Value is falling. So long term, be careful with it. Where's it at today? Right at resistance. Right at resistance. I'm finding a lot of stocks are in that consolidation mode. A lot of stocks are. But I like VRT because of what it can do. I think it needs some news to move it. PLAB. What is that? Photonics. I like this from the quantum space, but look at the falling earnings. That's not a good sign. Stocks consolidating. Very little movement today. Got a doji. Oh, MACD just went positive. Again, put the hashtag in the room. I don't care what the news is on the stock. I don't care what your Uncle Joe, who's a dentist that works at the barbershop, that eats at Denny's. I don't care what he's saying. Look at the chart. Do you feel comfortable after you gave this to me? Do you feel comfortable with it? Man, it's a tough play. Chloe, I'm still up in the chat, so I may not be seeing the new. Ooh, Chloe, I don't have Michelle. XPO, I know I have. XPO, little rebound here after getting hit. Bouncing off support. I needed to get through that level of resistance. The 3, the 8, and the 20 are all in play. MACD just went positive. I need some more confirmation, like breaking through that level of resistance before I take it. NVO, Novo Nordisk, right? Yeah, one of my better plays I like. Trade the chart, not your heart. The chart says it's... That's what the chart says. Love the earnings per share, but you know what's going to hurt them? I need to know what they've got in the pipeline, the drug pipeline. All right, I'm going to bypass a lot of these stocks. I need to see what the chart is. Glenn's not in love, so don't forget it. It's just silly to think he's going through. Sing it. No, I'm not saying that. Hi, Glenn. How accurate is current earnings growth on the stock on the VectorVest chart? Interesting that you asked that, Prakash. Our earnings is forecasted. So even though earnings is forecasted, earnings growth is forecasted as well. So how accurate? It's not going to end. It's not going to look like anything that you're going to probably see in your own analysis. It is forecasted along with earnings. So to say how accurate it is, what we're trying to show is at this time next year what the earnings should look like, what the earnings growth should look like. Have to bail for an appointment. See you, San Fran. See you, San Fran. Did I miss when you went through AGX? I don't know if I went through AGX. AGX. I like the move up about 2% today. Little spinning top. Love the MACD. Love the 3D 8 and the 20. Let's go see if the stock goes to this level of support and breaks down. It goes back into consolidation. I'd probably take it off the table. But right now, the 3D 8 to 20 and MACD all look good. All right. I'd look at 12 cents higher than today. What's the high? 181.37. I'd look at 12 cents higher. All right. Glad I read the ZVIA. Let's go take a look. Nice move from this level of down here. What do they do? I haven't the slightest idea. Hit the three dots. Look at the report. What do they do? Engages in the development, marketing, sales, and distribution of zero-calorie diet sodas. Energy drink, organics, tea mixes, kids drink, and sparkling water. Okay. Stock's moving up, though. It's moving on up to the east side. You know where it's going? It's going to that deluxe apartment in the sky. It really is moving on up to the east side. You know what they've got? They finally got a piece of the pie. That's what I think. I do like the move on the 3-month graph. I'd like to see some confirmation with price move and MACD. MACD is negative. I like the move. That's kind of bearish divergence with MACD and price. But price is moving up. NGS. We're losing people. I'm going to stop looking at stocks if we keep losing people. That's what I'm going to do. Bottom left, top right, a little bit of back and forth here, a little bit of consolidation, still in that consolidation. Look at that level of resistance, beautiful level of resistance. Before I'm ready to pull up on this stock, it's got to get out of its own way. I do like MACD went positive, but I've got to get past that level of resistance. It's undervalued, but value is falling. All right. What's up to King Gracie? Great job in Tampa. Excellent workshop. BBAI has been rising with a nice candle pattern. MACD looks like it's getting ready to go. Let's go look at BBAI. BBAI. I saw when they beat earnings. Oof. BBAI, you can quickly see on a 3-month graph or 1-year graph, it's got a lot of volatility going on with it. All right, MACD is negative. It did break through a level of resistance, and now look at that. It's being tested today as a level of support. The bounce off the level of support down here, the 3, the 8, and the 20 are all in play. I wouldn't buy today. I don't buy on a down day. But I do like the move coming off that level of support and breaking through that level of resistance. Now I want to see on BBAI if it's testing that level as a level of support. All right, so GTLS. So there you go, EV. That's what I think about BBAI. MACD looks like it's getting ready to go positive. Getting ready and positive are two different things. All right, GTLS. Who's calling me? Why do people call me when I don't want them to call me? GTLS. It's moving up now. I like the move from this level of support. Moving up, broke through, final level of a swing high, level of resistance. Got tested as a level of support, never fell down below it. Now still moving up. I like that it's undervalued. I like MACD just went positive. The 3, the 8, and the 20 are all in play. I like this. All right. THX, did you cover yet? I don't know. I'm covering so many stocks today. OBT, you done with OBT? Nobody says, yeah, you know me. A bank? Ugh, not feeling that. Trade the chart, not your heart. Glenn, start singing. The crowds will be huge. No, nobody wants to hear my singing today. We're down to 140 people. I'm about to end this. Everybody's leaving. Nobody wants to hear me today. That makes me sad. I might cry. I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling this. Stock is just going down. I'm not feeling this. Again, trading the chart, not the heart. The stock was nicely undervalued. Now it's dropped so much that it's overvalued because value fell so hard. I'm not feeling that. CPRX, just a couple of more stocks. We are losing people today, so I got CPRX. CPRX. Mother son of a gun. CPRX. Gosh darn it. AI stock for pharmaceutical. I do like the stock. Rising earnings on the 1-year graph. Another consolidation graph. Another consolidation. I love the MACD on it, but the stock can't get out of its own way. Trade the chart, not your heart. I want everybody. I'm still, John is still here. I know. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. OBT just split. Is that what it is? LA Gun says I'm still here. Thank you for that. I apologize for missing event. Listen, don't apologize. Don't even apologize. Not at all. All right, Ritman says still here as well. Did I tell you the story that Ritman got me inebriated? That's a better word than saying drunk. Ritman got me onto my new favorite drink. I'm going to tell you, every time we talk about this, Ritman, old fashioned. That is my new favorite drink. It was good. Ooh. And I ate the cherries in all my drinks. He didn't eat the cherries in all his. My cherries were good. I ate all my cherries too. How about that? Keep me postponed, partners. Thanks. You got it, King Gracie. Did we have 1,000 likes? We looked at 100 stocks. I know. Today I just went off the cuff. The big news was Tik-Tok today. The market's moving up. Today I pretty much did whatever I wanted to do. And Ed says first time here. Ed, did you have a good time today, Ed? I got two Eds, Ed Barger and Ed. I did look at LRN, Ed. I did look at LRN. Somebody, I think Kiwi wanted me to look at LRN. I did look at it. I looked at a lot of stocks today. LRN, I like the move. I like MACD just went positive. I need another consolidation. I need it to break above that level of resistance and have follow through. All right. So with that, that was you, Whitman, about LRN? I wasn't sure. I wasn't. All right. What time is it? How about, something, since everybody wants to leave, not to hurt the rest of you, but I'm going to end early. I looked at a lot of stocks today. I don't think nobody can be angry with what I did today. Ed Barger, did you have a good time today? And if you did, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Ed Barger. Ed, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Wimmy came out with news. Watch tonight's video. Wimmy came out with news, Keith. Watch tonight's video. How about ISRG, Prakash? All right, Harry, let's go look at IBRX. I'm going to look at those last two stocks. IBRX. Ooh, no, too early. I like the move between yesterday and today, too early. I do, and it's interesting how MACD is positive with the stock moving sideways. That doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy inside. All right. Stocks moving sideways, not moving up. MACD shouldn't be doing that. That's telling me something. I don't know if it's telling me ahead of the game or not. But if I'm trading the chart, I'm not feeling this. I do see the 3, the 8, and the 20 all went positive. Broke through the resistance today and came back into this consolidation phase. And it's a sell recommendation. And it's only up 0.3%. Holy smokes, the stock is not even up. Well, it was $3. I thought it was like a penny. It's a $3 stock. I was finna yell. Oh my goodness, I was finna yell, telling you why you got me looking at a penny stock. All right, so IBR. What was the other one? Glenn, are you still holding SoFi? Yes, I am. Right now, I am still holding SoFi. ISRG is the last stock we'll look at today. ISRG. It's in my robotics list. Look at that. Bada boom, bada bing. It makes you want to do the happy dance. That's my new happy dance. Anybody like my happy dance? Just type a LOL if you like my happy dance. I'm gonna do it one more time. All right, that's my new happy dance. Whenever I like a stock, and you got to tell me if you like it or not. Because if you don't like it, I'm not doing it again. If you don't like it, so you got to put a LOL if you like it. If you don't like it, I'm not going to do it. Joey, don't type Jack. Because Joey's going to put something in there. Joey's going to type, Joey, don't. I'll play a Biden on you. Don't. Just don't. Okay. Good. Everybody likes the happy dance. All right, everybody likes, except for Bill. That's all right. Bill ain't got to like it. The majority of everybody likes my happy dance. Good. All right, let's go look at ISRG. Love it as a robotics play. I just did a video, and if you hadn't checked it out, make sure you go to the channel. Whatever, Joey. I knew Joey was going to say something negative because he's a hater. Joey is a hater. Okay. ISRG, robotics. If you hadn't watched the video, Joey, put a link to that video, to the robotic video if you can, please. It was Ryan even looked at it and said, "Man, Glenn, I like that video a lot." And I even got a robotics. Oh, talk about that. Portfolios. Where's my robotics portfolio? Robotic stocks. Let's take a look. Woo! It's down. But Serve, Bots, ISRG, since I put the portfolio in place, is up 2%. What stock is hurting me? Symbotic. It's the only stock that's negative in it. It's the only stock. You want to know how I got to these stocks? Thank you, Joey. You want to know how I got to these stocks? Watch the video. Click the link. Watch the video. Watch the video. All right, what other portfolios I want to look at? Of course, I wasn't going to finish early. I just wasn't. Because that's just me. Again, tonight, I created a new portfolio. Quantum undervalued. You want to see what that portfolio's, what stocks are in there? Watch tonight's video and share it. Because I had a candid conversation about quantum and what you need to do now. Do you want to, Joey? Biden will give him a full, oh gosh. Do what you want to, Joey. Biden, I'm not getting into that. I am so not getting into that. Glenn, did you look at Hood today? I own Hood. Hood is one of the stocks I'm in. Love to play. Look at that. Look at the rising earnings. Stock is moving. The 3 to 8 to 20 broke through resistance and ain't looked back. I will see if I can do viewers. Yeah, my viewers, I got so many stock watch lists in here. I ain't going to find my watch list. I got to do that on desktop. I got to do that on desktop. So, but Hood is one of the stocks that I do own. All right, I got to go. Glenn, did you look at Hood today? Again, I own it. Robotic, are we talking about your dance moves? Stop hating to Bula. I turned off my Tik-Tok because I thought we were ending early. Sigh. I'm ending. Turned right at the pivot before it broke up. Yeah, I'm in Hood. Glenn owns Hood. I do own Hood. Did I not look at that? I did. All right. I gotta go. Remember, everybody on your way out, hit the hashtag. Type it in the room. Everybody who's still in the room, as your way out, that's how we're gonna sign off today. Hashtag TTCNYH. Everybody hashtag that as we leave. That's how we're going to sign off today. Everybody, ain't nobody listening. Do not make me come through this screen and turn this room around. No, you got to put, you got to put the T, there you go. Sigh. Woo-sa, woo-sa, woo-sa. All right. I love you guys to death. Thank you. Huh? It's not what it's like talking to me. I'm not talking to you right now, Joey. Shush. I'm not talking to you. All right. TTC, you know me. All right, folks. Later. I'll see you next week.